Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom. I wanted to bring Tehillim, Psalm 94. Let's just read it. It speaks for itself. O Yahweh, the all of vengeance, O all of vengeance, shine forth. Raise yourself up, O judge of the earth. Render punishment to the proud. Yahweh, how long are the wrong? How long are the wrong going to exult? They pour forth words. They speak arrogantly. All the workers of wickedness boast in themselves. They crush your people, O Yahweh, and they afflict your inheritance. They kill the widow and the sojourner, and murder the fatherless. Yet they say, Yah does not see. And the Elohim of Jacob pays no heed. Take heed, you senseless among the people. Are you fools? When would you become wise? He who planted the ear, does he not hear? He who formed the eye, does he not see? He who disciplines the nations, does he not reprove? The one teaching man knowledge? Yahweh knows the thoughts of man, that they are but a breath. Baruch, blessed is the man you discipline, O Yah, and instruct out of your Torah, to give him rest from the days of evil, until the pit is dug for the wrong. For Yahweh does not leave his people, nor does he forsake his inheritance. For right ruling returns man to righteousness, and all the upright in heart will follow it. Who would rise up for me against evil doers? Who is going to rise up against these evildoers? Aren't we to call out the evil? He in us, righteous anger. Aren't we to call it out? Yeah, you're going to be hated. You are going to be absolutely loathed. But guess what? You are going to be baruched, blessed by the Most High, when you see someone doing evil and you call it out. But Rivka, shouldn't we do this in love? Sure. You can do this in love. Our Mashiach went into the temple when he braided a whip, and he turned the tables over of the money changers. He made his house a den of lies. Or they made his father's house, a den of lies. It came out wrong. In my head, it sounded good. Father approved me at that one. Thank you, Father. We have the same Ruach. It's called the spirit of Elijah within us. Yohanan ben Zechariah, many of you may know him as John the Baptizer. I don't like to use the word baptize. It's foul. That's for another time. Look into it. He called out wicked and evil and got his head lopped off for it. Now that is a martyr. Because he stood by the word of the Most High, the Torah, the truth. He died while reciting it. He chose Father's righteous truth, which is a double-edged sword. It's either going to be for your good or it's going to make you mad, stir up something evil in you, and you're going to go after a person for it, right? Double-edged. The sword is the words of the Most High that we speak forth, tongues of fire. It burns up those who don't like it, and it sets a blaze of righteousness for those who love it. No, we are not to hate our neighbor. We are to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. But when you reprove someone, you see someone doing wicked, evil things, and you go to them and you say, hey, look at this. This is how the Most High did it. Let me show you. Isn't that not teaching them the truth in love? We are to rebuke with his words in love. Then there are times, like our Mashiach, Yahushua, HaMashiach, where he saw things that upset him to where he made a whip, to call it out, the evil that was occurring in his Father's house. It doesn't go in deep exactly what kind of damage he did, but he was wroth. And I'm sure he did a lot of damage to those money changers' tables. I'm sure he let those animals go. I'm sure he even whipped people while that whip was running. Doesn't say though, but he was wroth. The wicked and the evil, horrible things that was being done in a most set apart place, which is now our bodies. This is our tent. This is our temple. We are to be careful what we put in it, what we put in it, what we put in it, what we put in it. What comes out of a mouth is more defiling than what goes in, correct? It's not food Shaul was talking about. It's not food our Mashiach was talking about. He was talking about the guile, the lies of the Pharisees, which was the leaven that made the lump big of like a lump of lies, and brought people twice as dead to death, to Sheol. Didn't do anything for them. Let the dead bury the dead. And the curses which was spoken out of the mouth, which wasn't cussing, like as we know today, it was curse. Words of discussing curses. Our body is made up of 70% water. So when you speak negative or evil or gross or you try to control someone by using control words, this stuff that you're speaking stays within the water of our body and it does something. Speak life to water and let it freeze outside during the coldest night. See the design of it in the morning. Speak death to it, to this water in the freezing dead of night. Let it freeze overnight and look at that pattern. It'll be two different patterns. One will be beautiful and the other one will be chaos. That is what's happening to our bodies when we speak death, speak curse. And I'm learning this. Our Father is so brilliant. He's brilliant. Who would stand up for me against workers of wickedness? Who is going to stand up for me, for Yah? If Yahweh had not been my help, my being would soon have settled in silence. It is Yah who rises up in us, giving us that righteous anger. When we see something wrong, there are so many people right now, they will take out their phone and they will videotape someone getting stabbed. They will videotape someone getting beat up. They will videotape someone getting stolen. Like, they don't do anything. They're silent. But those who have the Most High in them will fight. They will lay their own life down for a person to save them, to help them. That is what our Mashiach taught. We're all the walking images of the Most High. We are the human race. There is no such thing as races. The evil one created races. We are the human race. And because of dispersions, a lot of us got whitewashed. But we can all agree that every one of us came out of Africa. Even science agrees to that. That was the start of life. That's why when you look at a person who has more melanin in them, their palms of their hands are white. We are all the human race. We are. It's like Father's little hidden, hey, look at the palm of your hand. You are no different than the other one who has less melanin. Look at your hands. Look at the palm of your hands, and I'm written on them. That's what he's saying. He puts his name on the palm of your hands. Look at the palm of your hand. When I started coming into Father, I would always look at the palm of my hands. I don't know why. I have this like bump here. It's called actually, I don't know what it's called, a glanduloma. It's not cancerous. It's been there since I was 10, so I'll always stare at my hands. I wasn't a palm reader or anything. I'm not trying to say that. I just would stare at my hands. And I would always put, when I was little, I would put glue on my hands and I would go like this. And then I would look at them. So I knew that his name wasn't on my hands. But when I came to truth, all of a sudden, I see Y-A-H. I see it. Y-A-H. It's there. It's there. Look at your hands. Look at your hands. You will see the Y, A, and the H is there. I just need to find it. It's there. It's right here. Yeah, you can't even see it. But it's there. Y-A-H. On both of my hands. Shall bind them in the frontlets of your mind, and on the palms of your hand, right? In the right hand. Now I can see a Y-A-H written all over my hands. But they weren't there beforehand, and I can honestly tell you that. When I said my foot has slipped, your loving commitment, O Yahweh, supported me. When anxiety was great within me, your comforts delighted my being. Would a throne of destruction which devises trouble by law be joined with you? Let me say that again. With everything going on right now, okay? With everything going on right now, okay? I want you to hear this. Apply it to what you see in our government today. Would a throne of destruction which devises trouble by law be joined with you? They band together against the life of righteousness. They band together against the life of righteousness. They may be saying God all day long. They may be praying in front of you. They may be doing all kinds of wicked evils. They look like they're something, but they're not. They serve the God of this earth, not of the one of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They are not serving that one. They're serving the one that's on the back of your dollar bill with the all-seeing eye. That's who they serve, otherwise known as Osiris, who is, a dog. And what do you say? What do you get when you spell God backwards? Dog. It's right in front of your face. The enemy is crafty. Wake up. For those who aren't awoken and cannot see, wake up. Wake up. We got a lot of people saying that a certain somebody that took a certain shot to the neck was a martyr. At first, to my shame, I said the same thing. But then a point was brought up. A martyr is someone who dies in defense and is given a choice to give up his life for Father and his truth, righteous truth, his Torah and the testimony, Revelation 12. That is a martyr. A martyr isn't someone that is killed because they stand up for a governmental truth and then use certain aspects of the word of the Bible to make it look like something of Father. But in fact, it's not. You see, the world right now is very crafty, and they're using the J-man, the Jesus man, a lot. Those who call Jesus God, a lot. And that's the image of the Roman Catholic Church, and also the other name that was given of our Messiah. You see, that name doesn't even match up with the true Messiah, who has the name of the Father written in his name. Jesus is not written. Iusus is not written in Father's name. None of these things that you see is written in the Father's name. The Father's name is not there. Now, we could make the case that when you walk in righteousness, you uphold the Father's name. Sure, a name is character, right? That is why we're named certain things. At birth, a name is assigned to us. This is who we are, period. There have been many instances where Father renames people. One of the apostles was renamed. Actually, a couple of the apostles were renamed to a different name because it would fit their character that is now, that they're going to fit in, that they're going to play in, that they're going to walk in. It's like Father changed my name from Tammy to Rivka because I no longer am a palm tree. I am now a woman who points and guides her family to the truth. Rivka, Rebecca. That is the name I heard Father give me. And that is true. I was no longer an anxious, everything needs to be clean woman. Things are still clean, but I'm not anxious and crazy about it. Father changed my name to what my character was being molded into, and praise him. We need to be careful. Open your eyes. There's a lot of deceit. YouTube is the biggest deceitful thing. The news, anything that has a vision to tell you is deceitful. Don't fall for it. Because even the ones that look like they are sticking up for the truth and calling out the hypocrisy on a certain someone that got shot in the neck at a certain public rally of conservative speaking. This certain woman that's calling everyone out and saying that she has all this information and she's calling out this, and she also just admitted she is a Mason. Open your ears. In a video live to everyone. She was the highest Mason. That's what she said. So, please, open your eyes. And I'm only mentioning all of this, which doesn't really pertain to this. In a sense, it does. Because there's a lot of people being deceived. We just need to open our eyes wider. All of those who are walking in that path of destruction, when Apollos rises from the pit, they will all be going into that. They will just go. This is very sad. They band together against the life of the righteousness and declare innocent blood wrong. They declare innocent blood wrong. And Yahweh is my defense, and my Elohim, the rock of my refuge, and brings back on them their own wickedness. The things at which they have done or said, it is just going to come back into their bosom 10 times more, 7 times more. It will. And cuts them off in their own wrongdoing. Yahweh our Elohim does cut them off. We are in serious wicked times. We could all agree to that. Whether you're a believer or not, whether you're walking in the path of truth, and I hope that you are, and if you're not, you need to get on board, because the message of Revelation is to come out of her, my people. Her is the Babylonian Egyptian false Kabbalah, Freemasonry religion that has been established by the Rothschilds for you to sit in a pew and be pulled into the pit by the man standing behind the pit of the pulpit. He's pulling you in the pit with him. He's only allowed, and she's only allowed, to speak what they approve of. That is what a 501c3 does. They can't step outside of that or they get shot. Wake up. And now, a bunch of churches around the United States are getting this new education that the Israeli nation is better and the Palestinian people are evil. This is the new education that's going around in churches. They're reteaching. Trump established Paula White to be his religious whatever in the White House. She's being taught by some very powerful sages, rabbis, if you will. But what she's being taught is death. She's being taught Luciferianism. That's what that is. Our own Messiah called it out, even to his death. He called them what? Children of Hashatan. And it's no different today. Revelation 3:9. Those who call themselves Jews and are not will be at your feet. In the end, they will. Will be at your feet. My mind says dead at your feet. That's what my mind says when I read that. There will be nothing. They will come to nothing. They may have a world stage of power right now. They may be trafficking, killing people, eating their flesh and drinking their blood. They may be sitting around a ninth circle, popes, and doing disgusting, unfathomable things to people in order to even sit on a throne, to be a pope. Your red shoes will not save you. Shoes of blood. You call it the shoes of a martyr, but you are not shoes of a martyr. Those are red shoes of children that you have killed. Little boys that you have chastised with your belief. Sodomized, killed, ate, and drank the blood of. That is what those shoes mean. And my righteousness is fire right now, because I am surrounded by such disgust, we all are. And I cry out to Father to help every day. What can we do? This wicked, unjust world. Yahweh is coming for all of you who are wicked, evil, sitting in high places of authority. He is. And he will not relent. For the fire of the Shamayim, the heavens, is coming down to consume you. His will must be done on Eretz, earth, as it is in the Shamayim, in the heavens. It must be done. It must be fulfilled. Right now, we are walking in to some wicked, evil times, and many are distracted with really minuscule things. They don't seem minuscule because it's so powerfully constructed to take over your mind. And look at what and this and that and the ice rays and all of that. Get ready for Noahide law. Read into that. Make yourself to stand firm and ready. I am not a fearmonger, and that is not where I'm beginning. We, those who walk in the Most High, those who are chosen and set free from the beast system, the earth helps to save us in the wilderness, according to Revelation 12. Many people say, Tammy, you are too bold. You shouldn't speak so boldly about these things. Was not the prophets bold? Was not the Mashiach, which dwelleth within us, bold? I'm not bold to receive a fancy star or a title. I'm bold because Father made and fashioned me this way since I was a baby. No one has liked me. I was always rejected and hated and picked on and talked about and gossiped about and people setting up things against me all my life. Even those who call themselves set apart in Yahweh's community, they do it too. And Father has your number. You will be dealt with accordingly. And I pray as I'm forgiving you, that you can seek forgiveness and you can ask Father to help you. I am praying that Father forgives you and helps you for the wicked things that you conjure up in your heart, and you know who you are. Who you are, there's a few of them. Wicked serpent tongues going on in destruction. Woe to the stumbling block, for they must come. But woe to the one who brings it. It is better for you to die, to not have been born, because you are going to be thrown into the ocean with a millstone around your neck to be killed. Suffocating in water is not something that anyone wants to be. Think of that. Before you go and you say horrible lies of unrighteous talk against your so-called brothers and sisters of the faith. If you don't agree with them, that doesn't give you the right to murder your brother and sister spiritually and gather up people around you to do it with you. Woe to you. Woe. Father is love, but he's just. And his love and his justice is within us. Those who are born of him can stand there firmly and confirm that his ruachoths, his spirits, are within us and they stir up, each one different. We are not to remain silent. When we see evil, we are to call it out. This is why I don't participate in Easter, Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day, any of these things. These are high holidays. Holly, get it? Holly days. Look that up. What is a holly? That's why they call it Hollywood. Look it up. You don't need to hear it from someone. Look it up. Establish your own walk, rooted in faith. Stand firm on the rock of which that had bought you. Get yourself a relationship, a personal one with the Most High. Many sit and just listen to others give teachings. Don't we have one rabbi? Father has bestowed his wisdom in great lengths onto many people, some more and some less. Some greatly and some not so greatly. But his wisdom is still within us, and we are to walk in it. We are to use discernment. If anybody's watching anybody that is preaching rapture, your discernment has failed you. There is no such thing as a rapture. I devoted my life the first 4 years of coming into this truth, and I just devoted it so hard, like I can't even find the word. I just devoted to writing everyone about how wrong they are for even believing in the rapture, and this is what they need to go and seek, and this is what they need to know, and you have been led off astray, and yada yada yada. Father is now telling me to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. We are at a climax. Wickedness is spilling over. People are killing themselves. People are literally killing themselves. There was a woman the other day who was shopping, and another woman held a door open for her. I'm not even making this up. This is crazy. I don't know. I don't remember where it is, but my husband was telling me this because he watches the news. I'm not really big into any of it. I will watch because Father has first and foremost declared me a watchwoman for him on the wall, so I can raise a shout to people when I see something coming. And that's what I'm doing right now with the Noahide laws. Look into them. You'll see 7, and they look great. And you're like, okay. But there's 100 bylaws that go with each one of them, and they're not for your good whatsoever. So anyways, this woman holds the door open for this other woman, and she doesn't say thank you. So the argument spills over into another store where this other woman then meets her. An argument ensues, and then this woman that held the door for the other woman that didn't say thank you kills her. This is what's going on right now, you guys. Come on. Can you see? I mean, can you see? Can you see where we're at right now? We are at a pivotal point. Albert Pike's 3 World Wars, he said it perfectly. The Israeli nation will rise up against the what? The Muslim nations, and they will annihilate each other. This has to be as planned, all while the other nations are fighting, killing each other off. All for the big plan for Christianity and atheism to die and fall in that one moment, and for Luciferianism to rise to the occasion where everyone will then follow Luciferianism, which is what? Judaism. That's what it is. This Talmudic Zionism, Judaism, Luciferianism, Kabbalah, whatever you want to call it, Masonry. They're all the same. They're all the same. And the mighty ones will fall. We are in a time where Father is revealing this. He literally lifted the veil from our faces and we can see. Now we have a choice. Will you walk in the truth, or will you stay in a church of churchianity, listening to a pastor lead you so far worse into the pit? Because what they're going to start teaching now, because a certain somebody from a certain Holy Land is now paying pastors through Paula White's ministry of the government, which was set up by our wonderful Prez. Okay? She is now starting a thing called Education Day, which has been in place. If your school systems, ask your children if they're still in school, do they have a moment of silence? And they're going to say, yeah, mommy, we do. We have a moment of silence. I don't know what for, but we do. They make us have a moment of silence. That is for something sinister that is coming. That is the 7 laws of Noah. Guess what? That's not in our word. That's not even in an extra word of the books that they've taken out. This is something that the Talmud reads. And we need to be very careful. And the pastors in the churches are going to be so zealous for this Christian Zionism that they already are in. You got John Hagee, always zealous for it, and leading many off astray, including some in my own family, not my immediate family of my house, but like my other family. And it's really sad because this man is not for Father. He is for Christian Zionism. And he is leading many astray. I'm going to leave it at that. Rise up. Pray about it. Father didn't have us be silent. He didn't save us to sit on the sidelines and be silent. He saved us to stand up and fight for his truth. Go read the Maccabees. Many died fighting for his truth. Horrible deaths. You are loved. And this is what Hanukkah is really about, the Festival of Lights, not the Hanukkah that the Israelis do, which is totally different from the Maccabean revolt. We ought to remember these things because well, what once was will be again. Let's all pray that we are all found worthy, standing in him. Shabbat Shalom. Keep his 4th command, which is also Hebrews chapter 4 and Matthew chapter 5 and Revelation 12. Keep his commandments. You are loved. You are not alone. May Father's grace and shalom abound you, Zephaniah 3. That is the gift that he gives us. When we walk in him, peace. Peace. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. He gives us peace. You see, we can eat a huge meal in front of our enemies in peace because he is fighting for us. I love you. Shalom, shalom.